Welcome back, people.
Episode 193, MTMJ podcast with the wife. Hey, babe. This week was better than last week, right? Get better every day? Okay. Yeah.
Because we're going into that week.
Yep.
Yeah.
His sports shit, so he ain't been thinking about, he been with Maryland, been with the Commanders all season. He been more so concerned about sports and the WWE. Music ain't been priority. I ain't gonna say it's been a priority.
WWE?
Yeah, you know he like wrestling.
He be wrestling?
No, he don't be wrestling. He just likes watching WWE.
Oh.
He's a fan.
Oh.
Like all the WWE fandoms. Or fandom. Or whatever. That sounds weird, huh? Wale, WWE. All right, come on. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
What? Oh, we're not about to do this shit now.
Yes.
Absolutely not.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay, well.
Don't smash my finger with your rock. Go.
I got one. We start with Selenos.
Selenos. Don't do Selena Elos Dinos like that.
Yeah, well, her murderer was up for parole. And her parole was denied.
What?
So she in that bitch.
But what they think she about to do?
They said she still, they still believe she posed a threat to society or whatever.
Oh, Yolanda.
Man, her old arthritic ass ain't no motherfucker do nothing to nobody. What the hell we talking about?
What they want her to die in versus on the street?
I guess so. Mm-hmm. Or they feel like they sparing her life.
Yeah. That's probably more so what they doing.
Yeah, well, her ass ain't getting out. She there.
That's just like Sean Kingston mama.
Oh, shit.
How you gonna let him out but not her? Damn. That's fucked up. They could have put her on house arrest.
Yeah, but my wife is talking about Sean Kingston was indicted on fraud charges. But they claimed that she was the leader. She was the one who orchestrated the whole plan. Yeah, and basically they found her ass guilty because she had been convicted for scamming somebody before. So this wasn't her first offense. Man. Yeah, but he broke down in tears and cried out to the prosecution for his mother. The protection of his mother when the two were found guilty of wire fraud charges in Florida courtroom on Friday. Federal prosecutor.
He better go identify as a woman and go be with his mama.
Federal prosecutors allege Kingston and Turner attempted to defraud their victims by using fraudulent documents in exchange for luxury cars, jewelry, and other goods. The 35-year-old rapper, whose real name is Kingston Anderson, was crying with his hands clasped as the jury read his verdict inside the Fort Lauderdale federal court. Turner, 62, was accused by the judge of being the fixer in the nerve center in charge of the scheme, as her past convictions for similar crimes painted her as being in charge of the scheme. She served 1.5 years in prison after pleading guilty to stealing over $160,000 in bank fraud scheme back in 2006. So they had her for bank fraud. Mama Kingston, she is known on Instagram, was ordered to be held in the Broward County Jail after the judge considered her to be a flight risk because of her testimony during trial. She snitched on herself? Did she go too hard on the stand? The hell? What is she supposed to get up there and show compassion and show these people that she is not a thief?
She said, yeah, I did it.
She looked like a thug. She looked like a fighter.
Nothing.
Oh, shit. You need to see her muscle face. It. Look at his stupid face and then look at his mama's stupid face. Yeah, she.
They don't want me to see her face.
Face ass. She ain't even got no front loads. She
looked like the Harry Potter. What's the white thing? That's not Dumbledore. What's the white man that is the scurry on Harry Potter?
Tell us.
No, not the owl. It's a man. He like gray looking.
Voldemort.
Huh? Voldemort.
Yeah. Okay. So while she had to stay in jail, Kingston was placed under house arrest with bond conditions of $200,000.
Mama, no!
Surely bond in cash.
Mm-hmm.
He also had to put up a relative's $500,000 house as part of the bond requirements. So that's basically $700,000.
Because he helped buy that house.
Your way to beauty. Hey,
Damn. Him and his mom was out here being suicidal with that shit. Cause what? Y'all, what? And she looked like she'll kill a motherfucker too. If it had to come to it, she'll do a murder for hire.
Yeah. And I want y'all to understand these are our opinions and our thoughts on the stupidity that these celebrities tend to let trend on the internet on a weekly basis. It is nothing that not something that we're going looking for. It is things that these dodos are making sure that we see. And that is not our problem, more so theirs. And if they don't want us to talk about it, then stop doing it. Right? Shit.
Yeah.
All
It's the entertainment.
Yeah, stupids.
Well,
So former USC champion Cain Vasquez has been sentenced to 5 years in prison for attempted murder after firing a gun at a man who allegedly molested his son over 100 times at a daycare. I remember this situation, and I thought it was real crazy that you would put him in jail for killing the man that was.
He ain't kill him.
I mean,
he ain't die. But did you die?
A gun at the man.
But did you die?
And he molested his child 100 times. 100 times is a lot. But I'm going to tell you something. I need Vasquez to now look himself in the mirror and ask himself, where was I to allow my son to even get molested one time? And it took me 100 times before I got a gun and fired at this man. No.
Okay, what you gonna do with
presence is important. Knowing your kids is important. You do not, and listen, he should shot at himself for allowing it to happen more than twice. 100 times sounds crazy.
But it had to be of how he found out. We don't know how he found out.
I don't care, yo. I wouldn't want nobody to let it get out that it happened 100 times before I shot at the man.
But still, like, if the child didn't come to him or couldn't, felt like he couldn't until he didn't want to do it no more than 100 times, then...
You sound so insensitive. He didn't want to do it no more than 100 times. So you telling me yes.
He had 99 problems in his butt, wasn't one.
Oh! Oh.
You started. Come on, my cup empty.
Do 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 do. Ba da ba ba ba. Do 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 do.
Wait.
Oh.
Anxiety.
We talked about Yellow Beezy last week. So this week he was up for a bond hearing. They initially wanted $2 million for them to bond out. His grandma got up on the stand and said he didn't have that $2 million. So his attorney then asked the judge, would $250,000 be reasonable? And apparently I didn't watch to the end. I watched up into the point that I was able to describe with my own theatrics last week how the gunman got this guy. Huh? He took his hands and put over his eyes. And he got the shooting.
What are you talking about?
The Yellow Beezy situation. The guy that he paid $40,000 to kill that Mo 3 dude. That guy, I'm telling you, when he got out that car, it looked like he was running with one hand over his eyes. Because I'm going to tell you this. I'm not stopping in the middle of a busy highway.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Getting out with that big of a size gun.
That's crazy.
Running down the highway and shooting while there is cars coming at me at 60 to 70 miles per hour. And you know what? No.
Secure the bag.
We getting that 40,000.
Secure the
And what make it bad enough, right?
If it wasn't for that 18-wheeler.
I am sorry for you guys. I am like this one podcaster that I watch on a regular said, you know what? At first, I wanted hip-hop to stop hip-hopping. I want you niggas to just keep on doing it. Because every single story has some sort of theatrical moment to it. Every one of them. Every single one has some type of theatrics, and I enjoy every bit of it. I'm sorry it's at the expense of your ass. But for me, I'm excited now every time I see it. And then what's gonna make it so bad? Every time y'all make sure we see, y'all got a video cameraman following you while you're doing this. Listen, what other reason would this so-called 18-wheeler be just recording just out of the blue and catch a whole murder?
It might be because
live
of accident.
on the freaking beltway.
He might got the little camera thing on his rearview mirror.
And you may be true, but a top flight murderer. I'm just
trying to figure out why it just come out. Why it ain't came out when dude got killed.
Because they've been working hard to catch him.
Catch who?
The person that they think paid this man to do it. Oh no, because the dude snitched. I'm thinking they got the person who the stupider who got out the car on the beltway with a big old rifle gun and chased that man down in front of at least 40 people, including the truck driver with the camera. That guy. Yeah, they got him. I didn't hear no evidence to say that he actually snitched, but I am under the impression when I heard that they say he is in jail that maybe he did snitch. I don't know how they would have found out that Yellow Beezy went to the bank and took out $40,000 cash, and they correlated that right up with that $40,000 payment that the gunman said that he did.
Dumb.
Sonya, that was a scene out of
that was dumb.
What's the Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker? Rush Hour. Straight out of the scene of Rush Hour. Oh shoot, I'm taking it a step further.
To take out
Bad Boys 2, 1, 2, and 3.
60. It's like 40.
Now, don't get it twisted now. Some people don't even make $40,000 a year. So $40,000 for one lick? And if I'm
saying he went to the bank. He's supposed to put out more than that. Not the exact amount.
Well, Sonya, if you saw the guy that I saw in that courtroom, I would say he's a little on that spectrum.
If he took even 50, 55,
you know some of these rappers got autism.
That don't mean I gave him 40.
You heard me?
You don't know what I did with that money.
Some of these rappers got autism. Have you been seeing Kodak Black?
No.
That nigga said today, and I'm making up my own words.
So how he said it?
I can't remember how he said it, but I know what I took from it.
Paraphrase and fuck this shit up for real.
I'm a goat. I ain't gonna die like God, come on.
I'm a goat.
What's the dude from Rough Riders?
DMX.
I ain't gonna die like DMX.
Oh,
that's what he said. It ain't gonna take me out like DMX. I'm too much of a goat.
Oh, so he on that shit that hard that he feel like.
So yeah, every time a video get posted of Kodak Black, he look crazier and crazier. He's starting to look like the dude that used to play in the NBA now.
Dude.
The point guard everybody keep catching on the daggone street. Delonte West. Every time a video posted, it's like his jawline get more exposed and he get more goofier looking.
Nope.
What?
Nope.
Anyway, so your boy out. Hopefully he don't go after the people who did something to him.
Because he got stabbed.
That's what you said. I was trying to look that up, but I couldn't find it. Ain't nobody really talking about it, so I don't know. But I tell you what, the play is the play. And I detailed what I thought the play was in that Breakfast Club drama. And boy...
What Breakfast Club drama?
Between Laura LaRosa and Jess Hilarious.
Was it to promote her show?
It was to promote a lot of things, Sonny. So much stuff came after that.
I figured that was a promotion, just like when Jess got on Breakfast Club and then she did the thing with Charlamagne and them.
Well, let me tell you what Angie Yee said. Angie Yee was on Fox 5 last week and spoke about what's going down over her former job and even revealed there was initial planning to hire 2 new people to replace her. So Jess Hilarious should have been under the impression that there was going to be another host coming. Whether it was going to be a boy or a girl, I don't know. But
at some point in time,
they knew it was going to be somebody else coming. She said, when I initially left, they did say they were going to hire 2 people. So that was always the plan. Am I to be honest? I don't know what's being communicated to anybody.
But what does it matter to her? She ain't there no more.
Well, you know, Fox 5 wanted to no, it matters to her because during her Instagram live, Jess Hilarious brought up, I see why Angela Lee had to get out of there. So now you interjected her into whatever the drama is. But yeah, a lot came out of that.
Angela Lee got out of it, but they basically paying 2 people to do what she did.
Yeah. So how should that look for Jess Hilarious?
I mean, she still got a job. She still got a job and other shit going on. Like, it's still a bag. Does it matter?
Yep, it don't.
I think the biggest issue was that they had that girl during Jess' segment, like doing her segment, not her just doing her own thing. Like, while Jess was gone, Jess with the mesh shouldn't have been being, like, touched on. Like, if she not there to do it, that's a segment you don't do. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Like, I'm quite sure Steve Harvey and them, it was Shirley Strawberry felt that way, but it's been so many years. But if it was her beginning years, she wouldn't want nobody to do Strawberry and Ladder because that's her thing. But now that she's been doing it for so long, you know, they pre-recorded and they just put it out type thing. But I just think anybody that's new to something or whatever, and with the way people do shit nowadays, you don't know if your job really is secure. Fuck you looking at?
I'm listening. That's all I'm doing is I'm listening.
No, you start.
So that was a good point. I'm glad you made that point. So what you think about your pastor telling you gonna stay your ass in church until we come up with 40,000?
You breaking bread? Cause what the fuck?
Well, Marvin Sapp instructed his ushers to close church doors until congregation ponies up 40,000. You want to hear the video? I got that for you too. Don't worry, I got it for you.
Understand the cost that is involved. There's 1,000 of you. I said close them doors. Ushers, close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. We all gonna leave together. Y'all ain't going no place but to the restaurant. There's 1,000 of you tonight, and those that are watching, it's 1,000 that's watching online. This is a small seed. If I get 1,000 online to give this, if I get 1,000 in the sanctuary to give this, that's $40,000 tonight. I'm challenging each of you all down here to give a $20 seed. I just think $20 is a lot of money. $20, believe it or not, when my late wife Melinda P. Sapp was alive, was a good date. I could take her to the movies, buy a box of popcorn, get 1 soda, 2 straws.
I don't know about that.
I wasn't cheap. That's swag. I was looking in her eyes. She's looking in mine.
Now he's trying to sell them on the finesse.
Now, everyone up here, we've all sold and seated, but I need everyone standing up here with us,
on
with
the
me,
pulpit,
to plant a seed of $100. Because again, it costs to sit up here.
Ooh.
I got you.
I got you. The pastor.
So put your 20 away.
He got the pastors. The preacher's only going to do 20, but they're up on the stage.
That 20 wasn't for you.
Even though
No,
he
they
just
gave
said,
you 100.
And this is what I need you to do. If you're giving electronically or even if you're giving tangibly, I'm going to have y'all come to the altar and give it because I need to see 1,000 people move.
I need to make sure you're doing it.
Bring them baskets. I want the baskets up here. I want to see the folk.
See them.
Y'all start moving.
Even
Y'all
if you
can bring them
cash
right
out.
now. Come. Even if you're giving
Why you ain't
tangibly,
moving?
just put your hand on the,
Get on down here.
take your phone and stick it on the bucket.
Stick your phone on the bucket.
That's what he said, boo.
Oh.
Organ Man, he kicking ass. I like, hey, Organ Man was doing his come give me money music
Those
real
one
hard.
line was like this. Log off.
Nah, what I would say
Exit
is,
the Zoom.
I do see where this could be what's the word I want to use?
Misconstrued.
Yeah, misconstrued. And of course, Marvin Sapp also came out. He made a statement, right? And his statement goes as such. What'd he say? Ushers close the door, blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah. I
Yeah,
don't
Sapp
say
responded
blah,
to
blah,
criticism
blah.
over the hard sell, arguing that it's been taken out of context. That's what he said. He said it's been taken out of context. He said that ain't what he meant. He said never would have paid it. He said, y'all, in the statement on Facebook, Sapp provided additional details. He said some have taken issue with the particular moment when I instructed the ushers rather firmly to close doors during the offering. To those unfamiliar with the church context or who may not regularly attend worship gatherings, this has been misinterpreted as holding people hostage, as well as offensive.
You said what you said.
Oh, this how he ended it. That was never my intention. Oh, I read this statement, and I'm going to tell you what I got from this statement. He responded to every critic and every criticism that was directed at the way that he chose to get his worshipers to donate money to the church. That never was my intention. After reading whatever the criticism was, that was never my intention. See, this is where I say smart people who are highly educated people lose sight of common sense. You are now doubling down on what you did and telling these people, regardless of how you feel, that was not my intentions, but what is done is done. And what is did is did.
Move around.
Because apparently this video was recorded in July and it is now circulating. So there is a possibility that he does this a lot. And that one person who decided that they wanted to record this and put it out into the ether was the last time that person was in that daggone church. And it's a possibility he went to the court and filed charges against that church for holding him against his will or against her will. Because,
and guess what they asked for?
$40,000.
Pastor
Sapp. Come on, Pastor Sapp. Hey, Pastor Sapp, I don't care how many times you flip it. That may not have been his intentions. That may not be who he is. But in the moment, that looked it crazy. And it sounds even crazier. And your response to it sounds crazy. But I'm going to tell you something. That crap you did over the summertime with Kirk Franklin, I wouldn't expect anything different. And I'm still not saying you're not a holy guy, but you love a moment. And you probably had something to do with the release of that video because you wanted that moment. You wanted people to seed to you. That was the seeding. Ooh. I'm telling you, the pastor that I know and the pastor that I was raised up and grew up to be around, they would never do that. But still, I know you are God-fearing and blessed and highly favored. But I hope you had a strong conversation with your Lord because my Lord wouldn't want me to do that if I was in your position. Or even say that. I want you to sit back and rewatch that video yourself and see how crazy that sounds. And I want you to then say to yourself, oh, I could see how that could have pissed people off. And then pray about it and move on. but you look stupid. You sound even stupider.
Say a little prayer for you.
Anyway, episode 193. Hey, yo, I'm under the impression now that the only reason people go to see Get on Shannon Sharp's podcast is to straight up lie. Mm-hmm. They just want a moment. They want to lie at this moment.
Perfect in front of too many people. That's why I will say this, and I don't care who get mad at me. I love Kirk and Rashida from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta.
Okay.
That is a perfect example of a marriage going through everything, and a marriage standing every test and fighting through it and actually getting through it. And that's partnership right there. That's work.
That's what Just Hilarious had to say when she went on the Uncle Shay's podcast this past week. Now, what I would say as a married man to this lady right here, I don't know if we want to embarrass ourselves that many times in our family and keep just fighting. Who wants to go? Like, I sit on these behind the podcasts and shit, and I say, oh man, I be looking to spark some sort of confusion. I don't want to spark that type of confusion. That type of confusion goes against all the vows that you get in front of the altar in front of God and you ordain yourself with. Like, you've committed so many sins.
But again, that
so
takes a strong.
What was that song Rashida had?
Bubblegum. I'm the type of girl that want to chew on my bubblegum.
No, it was another one. Something you kind of had. Marry me. Yeah. That was the last song I heard.
Marry me. And I put it on them. But at the end of the day, people want to be Kirk and Rashida, but they can't be Kirk and Rashida. Like Yandy and Mendices, like the shit they go, like doing shit for a story, but it takes a strong woman to stick it out and still continue to do that shit. Cause you got relationships where, like, my show Love and Marriage Huntsville, you know, I really feel like because of the show, that's what broke up Melody and Martell. And if it wasn't for the show, they'd still be together. Like, you just a regular person. This is shit that regular people go through on a daily. Mm-hmm. And just because they don't have a camera in front of them or to put themselves out there and exploit themselves in that type of way, doesn't mean that there aren't people out there who live that life that Kirk and Rashida do.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
And probably do it better. Doesn't make you want to murder me.
But that's not something that people should
model their relationship after.
And want.
Yeah, that's why I say...
You shouldn't want to be
Sonya.
Cool with infidelity. You shouldn't want... Like, shit happens. But again, as an adult, as a human being with your brain, like, you make that choice to do that shit. So if you do it, you knew it was consequences behind doing it. Now, whatever the consequence is, you got to be able to face it. But you shouldn't expect that the other person should be the one to have sympathy for you and spare you. No, that motherfucker get their lick back and you see what it's like, and then we can keep it moving. But then it turns the other way around. Like, if you go to get your lick back, that motherfucker gonna be crying and in their feelings and then don't want to do with you. So it takes a strong woman to deal with that shit.
Wow. That was amazing. You know, it's the second time this episode you just flowed like that. That was sexy. That was. I really do think that was sexy. All right. Well, how would you feel if your loved one got a transplant, undergo the transplant, and then died? And then the reason that they died was this crazy ass reason. Michigan resident dies after rabies is found in his organ transplant in Ohio. I'm not playing, Sonya. A Michigan resident has died of rabies after apparently undergoing an organ transplant, health officials said. The Michigan Department of Health and Human Services told ABC News that the patient underwent an organ transplant at an Ohio hospital in December 2024. The resident died January 2025, and A's public health investigation determined they contracted rabies through the transplanted organ. The organ donor was not from Michigan or Ohio. The department said it has not provided any additional details about the resident or the donor.
What? That
Rabies laboratory made the rabies confirmation.
But isn't that shit supposed to be tested and all
So,
that before?
the department added that there is currently no threat to the general public and that anyone exposed to the Michigan patient, including healthcare providers, has been assessed for possible exposure of rabies. They were given post-exposure prevention care if deemed necessary. In a statement on Friday, the CDC said the organ donor was exposed to a wild animal in Ohio 5 weeks before their death. The donor did not seek medical care and died later without transitional rabies symptoms.
How did they know?
That's what I'm saying. In addition to the organ donor's kidney, doctors implanted corneal grafts from the donor's eyes into 3 different patients in the 3 states. Based on the concerning
Did they have
symptoms
rabies?
Of the kidney recipient who died, CDC worked with Missouri health officials to intercept a 4th coronary graft before it could be implanted. Coronary. Yeah, thank you. All of the coronary tissue recipients have received post-exposure shots to prevent rabies and are currently healthy. I don't want none of that shit. That shit is weird and scary. The fuck? I'm trying to save my goddamn life and you end up killing me anyway. Man, that's a cock of BS. Man, if I was that family, I'd be suing the shit out that damn hospital. But I bet you they don't got no liability because you were desperate. That's wild. What the world we living in.
Damn.
Hey, we want to send our condolences to the 1,000 families and counting who lost their life in the Asia earthquake, 7.7 earthquake. Apparently, they have been going through some things over the last.
Wasn't it Thailand too?
Yeah, they have been going through some things. So it make the things that they were going through weaken their infrastructure and made it difficult for them to be able to, be able to keep regular maintenance from what I read. So they also are having a tough time getting to the some of the major spots where a lot of the damage was done. So the process of trying to save people or trying to find bodies has been a little difficult. Yep.
That's terrible.
And they're still assessing the number of people that is possibly dead. Man, that's why I say these. Well, at least I know we got a president that ain't gonna just get them people $1 billion.
Absolutely not. You probably can't even get 10 cents out of this man. He probably won't even give you a quarter to get a cart from Audi.
Yeah, you probably gotta give him you gotta give him a full breakdown of what you're gonna use this money for and your plan to pay it back.
He'll give you 40.
Man, I'm not about to say that. Because he ain't used. Well, I don't know.
He'll give you 100. Probably.
I don't know because we hadn't seen
something strange.
You gotta stop.
A little bit of change.
He gonna motherfucking he gonna kick
send
your
me
ass.
some change.
He gonna kick your ass out of the United States.
Where the fuck you gonna send me?
Africa.
Okay, let's go. Deuces.
We can't let you go by yourself.
Why not?
Cause we gotta go with you.
I'm the only. You stay here.
Why would I do that?
You stay here.
That sounds crazy.
You keep the house. You keep the kids.
Yeah.
Adios.
And that's our time. Thank y'all for watching and listening to episode 193 of MTMJ Podcast with the wife. Make sure you subscribe, rate, comment, share, like. And we're out. See you next time. Peace.
Where my fly?